Alright, here are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need some knobs, the lid from the mason jar, of course the mason jar, a paintbrush, and paint, of course, color of your choice, E6000 or a glue gun, but I'm going to choose for E6000 because I want it to be permanent. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to start off with my white paint first, my chalk paint and plaster, and I'm just going to do a coat of so it's just going to look like this. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to make sure that I get every piece of the jar, just because I want to make this look really rustic. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to allow this to dry before I put in my second coat. Just going to touch that up there. Alright, so this already has completely dried, and I'm going to go in with my dark granite paint, and what I'm going to do is just dab some on here. I just have this for protection, but you can you can use a paint plate or anything. I just chose not to since I have this. Also, one thing I do want to recommend is if you're using one brush, I would wash it in between coats of paint, and all I do is just put a little bit of just regular soap and just wash off the paint, and it kind of reserves your brushes at the same time. So that's what I do in between, and as it's drying, so is the paintbrush, and it's going to be a little damp, but that's okay. And so I'm going to just, like I did on the first round, is just add paint. This paint does take a little longer to dry, not like the chalk paint, it's really quick. But let me show you exactly what I was talking about. I'm not sure if you can see this too well, but I have a gray and then a white coat over this, and because I really want this rusticness to come out like so. And so up here I didn't add too much paint, and so the glass kind of showed through there, but I wanted it to look more like a gray inside. going to have basically. And I could have gone over with another coat of paint, as you can see here, but I just chose not to. Again, remember, any project that we do is really just to kind of jazz it up to your style, so it's kind of your preference what you like. But the next thing that we're going to do is make it look a little worn down like this here. And the way we're going to do that is by grabbing some sandpaper. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this in the materials needed at the beginning, but this is what you will need. I also got this at Walmart for the whole package, and all I'm doing is using little pieces like this. I've used this before in other projects, and I just cut little pieces with scissors like this, and I'm just going to fold it like this here, and I'm just going to start scraping off. I want the wording to really show up, so that's where I'm going to focus on just to start with. White coat of paint first was because of the inside. I'm not sure if you could see the difference. See, this is the first one I did, and I just did the gray and then I did the white on top. And so for this one, I wanted it to look white inside. So I decided on the other two that I was just going to do the white and then gray and then white again on top, but it looks about the same. And I just, I mean, you can easily go in and paint the inside, you know, with your brush if you decide to go this route, or if you like it like that. But again, my OCD, I like the white inside, so yeah, that's why I decided to go white, gray, then white again. And the next step to do after that is just kind of just scrape it off so you can see that. Really, again, it's just to your liking. I have one finished here, and as you can see, this one I just put a coat of white. I did not go in with a gray, so you can see the difference. And I actually like this one better, but I already glued that. So what I did do also is I painted my knob. Let me show you why. Take this one out. See the difference? Because the paint that we're using is more of a plaster, and this is extremely white. See how the difference is there? and I didn't like that. I wanted it to completely match together, so I painted my knob. And I mean, this is optional, but you can see the difference. So let's go ahead and glue that. And I used my E6000 to glue it just because I want it to be a permanent stick. So if you don't want it to be permanent, you know, you can always choose to use a glue gun. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it. I find it easier to glue it and then paint over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center on here. My 6000, I hardly ever use this stuff, so it's pretty dry. Just going to dab that there. And then on here as well. If you're using this, just remember that you have to take time to allow it to dry. What I like about this, it dries clear. You can put some twine, you can put some ribbon, you can leave it as is. It's really your choice. I think I like mine better with the twine, so I'm going to put some more twine on this one here. So here is my final product, and I cannot express how adorable these little babies are. They are so cute, and I am so happy with the way they came out. I had done a mason jar before, but nothing similar to this, so I am absolutely amazed by the way they came out. I did add additional detail, which is not only the twine here on the rim, but also added the floral and then this little twine bow just to make it just a little cuter, a little more farmhouse chic. I do have my cotton swabs inside, and then on this other side I have my Q-tips, and of course you can see that here in my middle I don't have a lid because I wanted to utilize it for my toothbrushes and my toothpaste. So yes, I'm absolutely in love with this DIY. I hope you guys will recreate one with me, and if so, do not forget to tag me on social media because I want to see your creations. I have all the links to how you can tag me on them, and if you do want to email me, I'll have my email address on there as well. So yeah, before we leave, I do want to give you your encouraging word for today, and it is joyful. Just be happy, be joyful, smile, and even though your day seems to be going, you know, not as you planned or would have liked it, you put a smile on your face and you decide that you're going to be happy regardless of what's going on, you will see that it's an automatic 360 change on your mood. So, be joyful today, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for the summer series that I have coming up. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. We're going to have lots of fun summer DIYs. We'll see you guys in the next one.